Welcome back to your Friday night edition of Look News. This weekend, area blues musicians will be honored during a ceremony and concert in Saratoga Springs. It's the induction ceremony for the New York State Blues Hall of Fame. And here to tell us more about that event is George Fletcher. His band, Foldin Money, is going to be inducted this weekend. You're a past inductee. Welcome to Look News.
Thanks for having me, David.
It's great to have you here. Before we get into this weekend's great event, a lot of folks may not even be aware of the New York State Blues Hall of Fame. What's it all about?
The Blues Hall of Fame, it's like any other Hall of Fame, and you will see famous people in its lists, but really what this is about, this event and what the Blues Hall of Fame here is doing, they're recognizing local and regional artists, folks who may not be so well known, outside of their backyard. Honoring them for keeping the blues alive and pushing it along in its evolutionary path.
You're a past inductee, your band being inducted this weekend. Talk to me about the criteria of getting into the hall.
I think you just have to be out there banging it out night after night or weekend after weekend. Just keeping it alive and being just being a part of that evolution, and that's precisely what it is. I mean, we're out there playing. I'll speak for myself. I'm out there playing music of all the way back to Robert Johnson, back to the 30s, to modern day blues artists, and and I try not to muddy up what I do with other popular forms of music. I kind of keep it to the blues, and I think that's true of all the musicians who are being honored this weekend. They're blues musicians, and they know the blues, and they're an integral part of its history.
It sounds like a blues musician is a different breed. In Saratoga, we have bands across this city all summer long that are just banging out covers of who knows what.
And many of them do it well.
Yeah.
This is not to knock any other genre or any other projects out there.
Yeah, but the blues, it seems like when you're a blues musician, you feel it differently.
You do, and I will speak for myself, but I do know I speak for others. I play the blues because that's what I like to do. That's what I love to do. I write blues music, I perform blues music, and blues music isn't just this, slow, dirgy sort of, three-chord thing. I mean, it covers a wide, it's a very wide-ranging, multi-genre genre, for lack of a better term, and it's exciting actually when you start to look back into it a little bit, and you see that Muddy Waters said it, the blues had a baby and they named it rock and roll, and that is true to a point. But blues music can be found in country music, blues music can be found in jazz, blues can be found in rock and roll. You can find a blues saxophone solo in a Celine Dion song. So the blues is everywhere, and if you took that element out of this music that we call the blues, you might not recognize it.
Talk to me about some of the company you're in the Hall of Fame.
Sure. There's a whole bunch of bands and a whole bunch of individuals who are part of the blues music scene in the larger capital region. And let me see, let's run through the list. There's the Out of Control Band. They're an R&B horn band, fantastic group. The E.B. Jebb Band, another great band. They're very much talking to one of them the other day, and I asked them for, how do you describe yourselves? They said, well, kind of Allman Brothers-y. So there's, Southern rock, that falls into it as well. Let me see, George Fletcher's Foldin Money, which is a little more traditional, electric blues. Fantastic keyboard player, Tony Perino, who has worked with many big names. I won't get into it because the list is too long. A great drummer by the name of Pete Van Bucco, who is also, I just mispronounced his name, it's Pete Van Bacco, and a great drummer, and he'll be honored. Joe Roy Jackson, a fantastic guitarist I've seen many times. Another great drummer, Michael Maestro Jr., and I'm especially fond of him because he's the drummer in my band, so there's a little double honoring going on for our band this week. Some of the other honorees are the Saratoga Acoustic Blues Society founder, or co-founder, Phil Drum. He'll be there receiving an award, and as well as the Saratoga City Tavern, who are also a sponsor of this event. They've donated the premises and donated the workers to come help us put this on. Saratoga Guitar Center, Matt McCabe, well-known figure in Saratoga, will be honored. And it'll be hosted by the Hall of Fame ambassador, Michael Packer, coming all the way from New York City to show us country folks how the city boys do it.
All right. Well, it sounds like there's so much going on.
It's,
I wish we
it's
had more time to cover, but we'll put all those details on the website. George Fletcher, congratulations to the band for being inducted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by. New York State Blues Hall of Fame induction and concert is this Sunday, 1 to 6 p.m. at the City Tavern on Caroline Street in Saratoga Springs.